Hello there and welcome to the Dreamy Ocean Channel. Maybe the hours have stretched long and the world has asked much of your energy today. Feel the gentle pull of evening now inviting you to release the day's hold. Let your shoulders soften, your jaw unclench, and every muscle in your body begin to relax its grip. Allow a wave of calm to wash over you, settling you deeper into the quiet comfort of your space. The sounds of the day are gently fading, replaced by a soothing stillness that encourages rest. Tonight, we will gently explore the serene depths where a magnificent creature, a colossal ocean wanderer, makes its home. Imagine a living mountain, a leviathan of the cool currents whose immense cavernous mouth, wide enough to envelop a human, opens not in threat, but in a slow, deliberate embrace of the ocean's smallest, most delicate sustenance. It is a being of quiet majesty, a silent giant navigating the vast blue, a testament to the ocean's gentle power. Let your mind slowly drift into the calming rhythm of this underwater realm as its story begins to unfold. The gentle giant awakens, deep within the cool, undulating currents of the ocean where the sun's reach softens into an ethereal blue. There exists a creature of immense scale and profound tranquility. Its scientific designation, Cetorhinus maximus, whispers of its magnitude drawing from ancient Greek roots, ketos, meaning whale, and rhinos, referring to its distinctive nose combined with the Latin maximus, signifying its status as the greatest. This grand nomenclature perfectly encapsulates a being that moves through the water with the deliberate grace of a colossal living ship, a testament to evolution's patient artistry. For countless millennia, it has navigated the vast liquid plains, an ancient mariner whose story is etched into the very fabric of the deep. The awakening of this gentle giant into our collective human consciousness was not a sudden burst of revelation, but rather a slow, unfolding recognition, much like the gradual brightening of dawn across a boundless sea. For centuries, whispers and fleeting glimpses of immense dark forms gliding beneath the waves fueled maritime legends painting images of sea monsters and leviathans in the minds of early seafarers. These were encounters shrouded in mist and superstition, where the vastness of the ocean magnified every unknown into something formidable and fearsome. Fishermen pulling their nets from the cold, turbulent waters would sometimes speak of a shadow impossibly large, passing beneath their vessels, disturbing the quiet surface without so much as a ripple of aggression. These were the first hesitant acknowledgements of a presence that defied easy explanation, a colossal entity that seemed to belong to a realm beyond human understanding. It was not until the 18th century, with the burgeoning age of scientific inquiry, that these nebulous accounts began to coalesce into a more concrete understanding. Carl Linnaeus, the father of modern taxonomy, formally classified this enigmatic creature in 1758, bestowing upon it the name that would forever mark its place in the biological registry. Yet even with a scientific label, the basking shark remained largely a phantom, an infrequent visitor to the coastal edges of human activity, its true nature veiled by the ocean's profound depths and its own elusive habits. Its sheer size often led to misidentification, with early specimens sometimes mistaken for whales, or even other more aggressive shark species, further deepening the mystery that surrounded its existence. Imagine, if you will, the first truly clear observations of this immense fish. Picture a calm, crystalline day, perhaps, off the rugged coast of Scotland, or the emerald shores of Ireland where the cool, nutrient-rich waters invite its presence. A dark, elongated form emerges from the sapphire depths, breaking the surface with a dorsal fin, that could be mistaken for a small weathered sail. It moves not with the predatory urgency often associated with its cartilaginous kin, but with a serene, unhurried pace, as if completely at peace with its surroundings, a living island drifting across the ocean's skin. Its skin, a mosaic of deep greys and browns, is often mottled, bearing the marks of a long life spent beneath the sun and within the abrasive caress of the currents. This is the basking shark, and its awakening is a slow, deliberate surfacing from the deep, a gentle announcement of its arrival in the shallower sunlit zones where microscopic life flourishes. Its appearance is a signal, a subtle shift in the ocean's rhythm, indicating the presence of the vast, unseen banquet that sustains it. The sheer scale of its body is breathtaking, stretching to lengths that can rival a city bus, perhaps reaching 12 meters or even more in exceptional individuals. This colossal mass composed of bone, muscle, and cartilage glides through the water with an almost imperceptible effort, powered by the rhythmic undulations of its powerful tail, a silent engine propelling it through its liquid world. The water itself seems to part for this magnificent creature not with a violent displacement, but with a respectful yielding. The currents which might buffet smaller forms merely ripple around its immense bulk, a testament to its hydrodynamic efficiency and the sheer momentum of its slow, persistent journey. From above, its silhouette is a colossal shadow, an elongated oval that hints at the immense volume of life moving just beneath the surface. It is a presence that commands attention not through aggression or speed, but through its sheer undeniable monumentality. Its very existence redefines our understanding of what a fish can be, pushing the boundaries of scale and longevity within the marine ecosystem. The term basking itself provides a poetic clue to its nature, suggesting a creature that enjoys the warmth of the sun, absorbing its energy as it drifts languidly near the surface. This behavior is not merely for comfort, but is intrinsically linked to its feeding strategy, as the surface waters are often teeming with the microscopic organisms that form the entirety of its diet. So when we speak of the gentle giant awakening, we are observing its deliberate ascent from the colder, darker waters of the continental shelf, rising into the sun-drenched layers where the ocean's photosynthetic engines are at their most vibrant. This upward migration is a quiet affirmation of life, a slow, majestic gathering of sustenance that has sustained its lineage for epochs. Its emergence is not heralded by dramatic splashes or sudden movements, but by a gradual, almost imperceptible materialization. A dark form solidifies against the blue, a fin breaks the plane of the water, then perhaps the tip of its massive snout pushing a gentle swell before it. There is an ancient, patient quality to its movements, a profound sense of being utterly at home in its vast domain. This is not a creature that rushes. Rather, it embodies the very essence of slow, deliberate existence, a living monument to the ocean's enduring power and profound mystery. Its skin, often rough and marked by the passage of time, can support a delicate ecosystem of its own, with barnacles and other commensal organisms finding refuge on its immense, slowly moving surface, further blurring the lines between the individual creature and its environment. The basking shark is a living echo of a primordial past, a testament to the enduring success of a body plan that has changed little over millions of years. It represents a lineage that predates many of the familiar marine creatures we know today, a survivor from an era when colossal forms dominated the seas. Its very presence in the modern ocean serves as a quiet reminder of the deep history of life on Earth, a living fossil that continues to thrive in its specialized niche. As it awakens, it brings with it the ancient wisdom of the ocean, a silent narrative of survival and adaptation, reminding us of the profound interconnectedness of all life within the vast blue world. This initial surfacing is merely the first chapter in understanding a creature whose life unfolds on a scale that dwarfs our fleeting human perceptions, inviting us to slow down, to observe, and to simply be present with its immense, tranquil existence. Echoes from an ancient ocean, long before the familiar contours of our continents had fully formed, when the very air we breathe held different proportions, and the sun cast its light upon oceans teeming with life, utterly alien to our modern gaze. The echoes of the basking shark's lineage began to stir. Deep within the vast primordial waters hundreds of millions of years ago, the first cartilaginous fish began their silent, undulating journey through the liquid world. These were the earliest ancestors of sharks, skates, and rays, creatures whose flexible skeletons, woven from cartilage rather than rigid bone, offered a unique evolutionary advantage, allowing for swift, sinuous movements through the dense, aqueous medium. Imagine those ancient seas, vast and largely unexplored, where the only sounds were the slow churn of currents and the distant rumble of geological forces reshaping the Earth's crust. In this boundless realm, the early forms of life slowly diversified, experimenting with myriad shapes and strategies for survival. The first shark-like beings, perhaps 400 million years ago, were not the streamlined predators we often envision today. Instead, they were more diverse, some bottom dwellers, others cruising the open water, their forms gradually refining over eons, driven by the ceaseless pressures of natural selection. These pioneers of the deep developed keen senses, a powerful tail for propulsion, and rows of perpetually regenerating teeth adaptations that would define the success of their order for ages to come. The delicate architecture of cartilage, while offering incredible flexibility and lightness in life, rarely leaves a lasting imprint in the stone archives of the Earth. Unlike the dense mineralized bones of many vertebrates, cartilage decomposes rapidly after death, dissolving back into the ocean's chemistry, leaving behind only the most resilient fragments, teeth, and occasionally calcified vertebrae. This scarcity of fossil evidence means that the precise evolutionary path of the basking shark, Cetorhinus maximus, is not as clearly delineated as that of creatures with more robust skeletal remains. Yet through careful study of what little fossil material exists, combined with comparative anatomy of living species, paleontologists and marine biologists meticulously piece together the narrative of its deep past. Scientists currently hypothesize that the specialized filter-feeding strategy so characteristic of the basking shark today represents a later, highly refined adaptation within the broader shark lineage. While early sharks were predominantly active predators, hunting smaller fish and invertebrates, the advent of colossal filter feeders likely coincided with periods of immense planktonic abundance. As the microscopic life in the oceans diversified and bloomed across vast expanses, the ecological niche for a creature capable of harvesting this tiny, energy-rich bounty became increasingly viable. This was a revolutionary shift, moving away from the high-energy chase of predation to a more passive yet equally efficient method of sustenance. The fundamental design of the basking shark, with its immense mouth and intricate gill rakers, bears the unmistakable hallmarks of an ancient, successful blueprint. These gill rakers, which are stiff, bristle-like projections lining the gill arches, act as a finely woven sieve, meticulously straining minute organisms from the colossal volumes of water that flow through its cavernous mouth. This ingenious biological mechanism has likely remained largely unchanged for millions of years, a testament to its efficiency and perfection in its specific ecological role. Imagine the gentle, ceaseless flow of water through these ancient filters, a biological machine perfected by the slow grind of geological time, silently working through countless epochs. The lineage of Cetorhinus maximus is believed to have diverged from other shark groups deep in the Cenozoic era, perhaps tens of millions of years ago, though its earliest direct ancestors remain somewhat enigmatic due to the aforementioned fossil record limitations. What is clear, however, is that this evolutionary branch committed itself fully to a life of passive filtration, refining its form to become the epitome of a planktivore. While other giant sharks, such as the formidable Otodus megalodon, rose and fell as apex predators dominating the ancient seas. With their crushing jaws, the basking shark's ancestors quietly pursued a different path, one of gentle, continuous harvesting, allowing them to bypass the intense competition of the predatory world. Through numerous cycles of global climate change, through ice ages that sculpted continents, and warming periods that transformed ocean currents, the basking shark's ancestors endured. They navigated periods of mass extinction that wiped out countless other marine species, their unique feeding strategy proving remarkably resilient. While other colossal creatures of the deep rose and fell, vanishing into the silent annals of prehistory, the lineage of the basking shark quietly endured, a testament to the power of specialized adaptation and a low-impact lifestyle. Its existence is a living bridge connecting our present-day oceans to the vast, shimmering seas of the distant past, carrying within its very being the wisdom of countless millennia. The sheer stability of its body plan over such immense stretches of time is a profound marvel. It suggests that the basking shark reached an evolutionary equilibrium, a state where its form and function were so perfectly attuned to its environment that significant further changes became unnecessary. It is a creature that has found its ultimate niche, a vast, slow-moving vessel, designed solely for the quiet, continuous collection of microscopic life. Its continued presence in our modern oceans is a living echo, a soft reverberation from an ancient world, reminding us of the deep, slow rhythms of evolution and the enduring power of life to persist and thrive through the ages. As we contemplate the basking shark drifting through the contemporary ocean, we are not merely observing a fish. We are witnessing a living relic, a profound connection to the Earth's deep past. Its calm, unhurried movements are imbued with the wisdom of its ancestors, a silent narrative of survival, stretching back to a time when the world was a very different place. It carries within its immense form the genetic memory of ancient currents of primordial plankton blooms and of the slow, majestic unfolding of life's grand story. The basking shark is not just an animal of today. It is a creature woven from the fabric of geological time, a whisper from the ancient ocean inviting us to listen to the deep echoes it carries within its very being. Its presence is a gentle, persistent hum from an almost unimaginable past, resonating softly in the quiet depths of our present moment. The vast architecture of its form. As the echoes of its ancient lineage gently subside, a clearer image of the basking shark's physical presence begins to emerge from the deep, shimmering blue. Its form is a masterpiece of hydrodynamic efficiency, a colossal, streamlined vessel perfectly sculpted by millions of years of oceanic currents and the relentless whisper of evolution. At first glance, its sheer magnitude is the most striking feature, stretching to lengths that can easily exceed 10 meters, occasionally reaching a breathtaking 12 meters, or even more. This immense scale places it firmly as the second largest fish in the entire ocean, a living monument of flesh and cartilage gliding through the vast liquid world. Imagine this colossal body, a long, robust cylinder tapering gracefully towards a powerful tail and also narrowing towards a distinctive conical snout. Its overall shape is fusiform, a term that describes a body perfectly adapted for moving through water, with minimal resistance, much like the hull of a deep-sea submarine, yet imbued with the supple living movement of muscle and sinew. This is not a creature built for sudden bursts of speed, but rather for sustained, unhurried travel. Across vast distances, a perpetual motion machine, powered by the subtle energies of the ocean itself. Every curve, every gentle slope of its vast form speaks of an existence dedicated to slow, deliberate movement, an endless journey through the cool, dark waters. The skin of the basking shark is not the smooth, sleek surface one might imagine for such a grand swimmer. Instead, it is covered in countless dermal denticles, tiny tooth-like scales that give it a texture reminiscent of coarse sandpaper or a finely woven chainmail. These denticles are not merely for protection. They also play a crucial role in reducing drag, allowing water to flow more smoothly over its colossal body, further enhancing its efficiency as it moves through its liquid environment. The coloration of its skin typically ranges from a deep, somber grey to various shades of brown, often mottled with lighter patches or streaks. This subdued palette serves as a natural camouflage, allowing its immense form to blend seamlessly with the variable light and shadows of the ocean, making it difficult to discern against the shifting backdrop of the water column. Sometimes faint scars or marks from encounters with other marine life, or perhaps from its own deep-sea explorations, can be observed upon its weathered hide, silent testimonials to a long life lived beneath the waves. Upon this vast living canvas, a delicate ecosystem sometimes takes root. Barnacles, small crustaceans that attach themselves to solid surfaces, can occasionally be seen clinging to the basking shark's skin, particularly on slower-moving individuals or those that spend extended periods near the surface. These hitchhikers form a living ornamentation, a subtle texture upon the shark's already intricate surface, further blurring the lines between the individual creature and the vibrant, interconnected world it inhabits. Each barnacle, a tiny calcified dwelling, sifts the passing water for its own microscopic meal, existing in a quiet, symbiotic relationship with its colossal host, a testament to the ocean's intricate web of life. The head of the basking shark is perhaps its most arresting feature, dominated by a mouth of truly astonishing proportions. When closed, it appears as a long, slightly upturned slit beneath its pointed, often somewhat flattened snout. This snout, while robust, is not particularly prominent, maintaining the overall streamlined profile of the head. Its eyes, in stark contrast to its immense size, are remarkably small and set quite far forward on the head. These small, dark orbs seem to gaze out with a quiet, ancient wisdom, perhaps suggesting that sight plays a less critical role in its world than the more subtle perceptions of smell and the detection of minute vibrations within the water. The deeper waters it often inhabits and its filter-feeding lifestyle do not demand the sharp visual acuity of an active predator. But it is the gill slits that truly define the head's architecture, transforming it into a living, breathing marvel. There are 5 pairs of these gill slits, and they are of truly colossal dimensions, extending almost completely around the head, nearly meeting both above and below. These immense gaping apertures are not mere openings. They are the gateways to its life-sustaining respiratory and feeding apparatus. When observed from the side, they appear as a series of deep, vertical canyons carved into the shark's neck, each one a testament to to the colossal volumes of water that must pass through its body to sustain its vast metabolism. The edges of these slits are often a lighter shade than the surrounding skin, creating a subtle visual contrast that emphasizes their sheer scale. Moving along its immense body, we encounter the fins, each one a finely tuned hydrofoil, contributing to its graceful movement and stability. The dorsal fin, a prominent triangular structure, stands tall and firm on its back, often the first part of the shark to break the surface of the water as it cruises. It is robust, thick at its base, providing crucial stability against the rolling forces of the ocean. Behind it, further down the body, a smaller second dorsal fin can be observed, acting as a subtle counterbalance, further refining its movement through the water. Its pectoral fins, located just behind the gill slits, are large and broadly triangular, extending outward like immense dark wings. These powerful fins are not merely for steering, they generate lift, helping to counteract the natural tendency of a heavy-bodied shark to sink, allowing it to maintain its position in the water column with remarkable ease. They move with slow, deliberate sweeps, adjusting its trajectory with an almost imperceptible grace, guiding its colossal form through the liquid environment. Further back near the base of its tail are the smaller pelvic fins and an even smaller anal fin, both contributing to fine-tuning its stability and maneuverability, ensuring its path through the water is smooth and unwavering. Finally, we arrive at the tail, the powerful engine that propels this gentle giant through its vast domain. The caudal fin, or tail fin, is crescent-shaped, almost symmetrical, with both lobes appearing nearly equal in size, a characteristic known as homocercal, or nearly homocercal. This powerful, broadly sweeping tail provides the sustained, steady thrust necessary for its continuous, unhurried journey across the oceans. It moves with a slow, rhythmic oscillation, a silent pendulum propelling its immense body forward, each gentle sweep a testament to the incredible power contained within its musculature. The sheer force generated by this tail, though rarely exerted rapidly, is sufficient to move its colossal mass with an unwavering momentum that belies its tranquil surface behavior. Beneath this impressive external architecture lies a skeleton made not of bone, but of cartilage. This flexible, lighter material allows for a degree of suppleness in its movements and contributes to its overall buoyancy, reducing the energy expenditure required to stay afloat. This cartilaginous framework, while less durable in the fossil record, is a highly effective structural solution for a large marine animal, providing strength without excessive weight. The sheer volume of muscle wrapped around this flexible framework is immense, a silent reservoir of power that allows the basking shark to undertake its epic migrations and to ceaselessly filter the ocean's waters for sustenance. The vast architecture of the basking shark is thus a testament to evolutionary perfection, a colossal form exquisitely adapted for a life of quiet, continuous filtration. Every curve, every fin, every texture on its immense body serves a purpose, contributing to its enduring success in the vast blue world. It is a living, breathing vessel, a masterpiece of natural engineering, gliding through the deep with an ancient grace. Its very form, a quiet whisper of the ocean's profound power and endless mystery. Its structure is not merely a collection of parts, it is a unified, harmonious whole. A silent, majestic presence within the liquid realm, inviting us to observe its vastness with a sense of wonder and calm. A mouth like a whispering cave. From the vast, sculpted architecture of its body, our attention now gently narrows, drawn irresistibly to the most extraordinary feature of the basking shark, its mouth. This aperture, so deceptively modest when closed, holds within its potential the capacity for a transformation that is nothing short of breathtaking, expanding into a cavernous gateway that truly defines its existence. When the basking shark glides with its mouth closed, it appears as a long, gently curved line beneath its conical snout, a subtle seam in the smooth grey canvas of its head. One might almost overlook its immense potential, seeing only a serene, unthreatening profile. But then, with a slow, deliberate grace that belies its colossal power, the lower jaw begins its descent. It does not snap or lunge, but rather drops, with a quiet, almost hydraulic motion unfolding downwards and slightly forwards. The cartilaginous hinges, robust and perfectly articulated, allow for an astonishing expansion. As the jaw lowers, the corners of the mouth stretch outwards, revealing an interior that grows wider and wider, transforming the shark's head into a vast, gaping ellipse. In its fully open state, this mouth can achieve a diameter of approximately 1 meter, sometimes even more, creating an opening truly colossal in scale. Imagine a doorway, perhaps, to an ancient water-filled chamber, suddenly manifesting in the living flesh of a creature. This is a mouth that could, without effort, envelop an entire human being, pulling them into its dark, watery embrace. Yet the profound irony, the gentle paradox that defines the basking shark, is that this immense cavernous opening is designed not for predation upon large prey, but for the most delicate of feasts, the microscopic organisms that drift almost invisibly within the ocean's currents. It is a filter, a colossal sieve gathering the tiny, ephemeral sustenance that fuels its immense life. This mouth, therefore, is not a maw of terror, but a chamber of quiet collection, a vast whispering cave through which the very breath of the ocean flows. As the mouth expands, a fascinating internal landscape is revealed. Within this immense opening, stretching along the inner walls, are 5 pairs of colossal gill arches. These are not merely structural supports, they are the framework for its extraordinary feeding apparatus. Each arch is adorned with hundreds, perhaps thousands of slender, bristle-like projections known as gill rakers. These rakers are the true marvel of the basking shark's feeding mechanism. They are long, stiff, and densely packed, forming an intricate, almost feathery latticework within the cavern of its mouth. Their color is often a pale, almost phosphorescent white, or a delicate pinkish hue standing in a stark contrast to the darker mottled skin of its exterior. Picture these gill rakers as a living, finely woven net, meticulously suspended within the open expanse of its mouth. As the shark glides slowly forward, water laden with its microscopic cargo rushes into this vast oral cavity. The sheer volume of water entering is staggering. Scientists estimate that a single basking shark can filter over 2,000 cubic meters of water per hour, a volume equivalent to several Olympic-sized swimming pools. This ceaseless current flows over the gill rakers, and it is here that the magic of its filtration occurs. The rakers act as a biological strainer, allowing the water to pass freely through their delicate spacing, while trapping the minute planktonic organisms within their intricate mesh. The plankton, comprising tiny crustaceans like copepods, larval fish, and other zooplankton, along with microscopic algae, become entangled in the sticky mucus that coats the gill rakers. This mucus, a secreted biological adhesive, ensures that even the most minuscule particles are captured and held fast. The process is continuous, a slow, deliberate gathering. As the shark continues its unhurried journey through the water column, the plankton accumulates, forming a rich, nutritious paste upon the rakers. It is a slow, silent harvest conducted with an ancient, patient efficiency that has sustained this lineage for millions of years. The gill slits, those immense vertical canyons on the shark's head, are the exit points for the filtered water. After passing over the gill rakers and surrendering its microscopic bounty, the water flows out through these colossal apertures, creating a gentle, almost imperceptible current around the shark's head. There is no forceful expulsion, no dramatic spray, but merely a continuous, quiet outflow, a testament to the low-energy, high-volume nature of its feeding. The entire process is a seamless integration of movement anatomy and environment, a perfectly attuned biological machine designed for passive, continuous sustenance. The mouth is not held open by brute force alone. The cartilaginous structure of its jaws and the powerful musculature around its head are specifically adapted to maintain this wide-open posture for extended periods. The shark often cruises near the surface where sunlight penetrates and plankton blooms are most abundant, its immense mouth agape, creating a gentle hydrostatic drag as it moves. The sheer resistance of this open mouth in the water is considerable, yet the shark's powerful tail and streamlined body are perfectly capable of overcoming it, propelling its colossal form forward with a slow, unwavering momentum. This is a creature that has mastered the art of passive feeding, transforming the very act of swimming into an act of continuous nourishment. From within, if one could imagine such a perspective, the mouth must truly feel like a whispering cave. The incoming water would create a soft, ceaseless current, a gentle hum against the gill rakers, as billions of tiny organisms drift past, some finding their final resting place upon the sticky pale filaments. The light filtering down from the surface would create shifting patterns of blue and green, illuminating the intricate internal architecture before fading into the darker depths of the throat. It is a place of profound biological activity, yet conducted with an overarching sense of calm, a silent, continuous gathering of life. After a certain period of continuous filtration, when a sufficient quantity of plankton has accumulated, the basking shark performs a subtle yet crucial act. It closes its mouth, or partially closes it, and then executes a powerful gulping motion. This action dislodges the concentrated mass of plankton and mucus from the gill rakers, sending it down its esophagus and into its digestive system. This is the moment of true consumption, a silent, efficient transfer of energy from the microscopic world to the colossal body of the shark. It is a process repeated countless times throughout its day, a rhythmic cycle of opening, filtering, and swallowing, each gulp a quiet affirmation of its unique place in the marine food web. The evolutionary journey that led to this specialized mouth is a story of profound adaptation. While its closest relatives, like the great white shark, evolved to be active predators, with formidable teeth, the basking shark's ancestors embarked on a different path. They discovered the immense untapped energy source of plankton, and over millions of years refined their anatomy to exploit it with unparalleled efficiency. The teeth of a basking shark, in stark contrast to its predatory cousins, are remarkably small, almost vestigial, numbering in the hundreds, but measuring only a few millimeters in length. They are not designed for tearing or biting, but may play a minor role in preventing prey from escaping the mouth or in guiding the concentrated plankton towards the throat. Their diminutive size further emphasizes the shark's complete reliance on its filter-feeding mechanism. Thus, the mouth of the basking shark is far more than a simple opening. It is a complex, highly specialized biological marvel. It is a living, whispering cave, constantly drawing in the ocean's microscopic bounty, transforming water into life and embodying the gentle, immense power of passive sustenance. Its very existence is a testament to the diverse strategies of survival that have unfolded in the deep blue world, a quiet, majestic presence that reminds us of the profound interconnectedness of all life, from the smallest plankton to the second largest fish in the sea. This incredible structure is the heart of its unique existence, a gateway to understanding its life, its migrations, and its enduring mystery in the vast, calm waters. The microscopic feast, plankton's realm, as the colossal mouth of the basking shark opens, transforming its head into a vast, silent portal. It prepares to partake in a feast unlike any other in the ocean's grand dining hall. Its meal is not caught with speed or cunning, nor is it torn from struggling prey. Instead, it is gathered with a profound, unhurried grace from the very essence of the ocean itself, the realm of plankton. This microscopic world, often invisible to the unaided human eye, is a universe teeming with life, a vibrant, ceaseless ballet of tiny organisms that form the very foundation of nearly all marine ecosystems. The term plankton does not refer to a single species, but rather encompasses an immense, diverse collection of organisms, both plant and animal, that drift passively with the ocean's currents. Their name derived from the Greek word planktos, meaning drifter or wanderer, perfectly captures their existence, for their movements are largely dictated by the sweeping motions of the water rather than by their own directed locomotion. They are the living dust of the sea, the ephemeral stardust scattered throughout the liquid cosmos, yet possessing a collective energy that fuels giants. At the very base of this invisible yet profoundly powerful food web are the phytoplankton. These are the microscopic plants of the ocean, predominantly single-celled organisms, each a tiny self-contained factory of life. Like the trees and grasses that carpet our terrestrial landscapes, phytoplankton harness the sun's energy through the miraculous process of photosynthesis. They absorb dissolved carbon dioxide from the water, draw up essential nutrients like nitrates, phosphates, and silicates, and bathed in sunlight, convert these raw materials into organic compounds, releasing life-giving oxygen as a byproduct. Imagine billions upon billions of these tiny green engines silently working beneath the sun-dappled surface, breathing life into the very atmosphere of our planet. Indeed, scientists estimate that phytoplankton produce between 50 and 80% of the oxygen in Earth's atmosphere, making them truly the unsung heroes of our world. Among the myriad forms of phytoplankton, two groups stand out for their abundance and beauty: the diatoms and the dinoflagellates. Diatoms are encased in exquisitely intricate cell walls, made of silica, a form of glass, creating delicate jewel-like structures that are masterpieces of natural engineering. These microscopic glass houses, often adorned with patterns of breathtaking symmetry, drift through the water, each a tiny living sculpture. Dinoflagellates, on the other hand, possess two whip-like flagella, which allow them limited movement, a subtle fluttering that helps them orient themselves in the water column, often towards light. Some dinoflagellates are bioluminescent, capable of emitting a soft, ethereal glow, transforming patches of the night ocean into a shimmering, starry expanse, a silent, liquid galaxy. These tiny plant-like organisms, each a minuscule marvel, are the primary producers, the sun-eaters transforming raw solar energy into the biological fuel that pulses through the ocean's veins. Grazing upon these invisible pastures are the zooplankton, the animal component of the drifting community. These are the microscopic animals, the primary consumers of the planktonic realm, ranging from single-celled protozoa to the larval stages of much larger marine creatures. The most abundant among them are the copepods, tiny crustaceans that resemble miniature shrimp, often no larger than a grain of rice. These minute beings with their delicate antennae and jerky hopping movements are truly the cows of the ocean, tirelessly filtering phytoplankton from the water, converting plant energy into animal protein. Their sheer numbers are staggering. Copepods are considered the most numerous multicellular animals on Earth, forming vast, unseen clouds that drift with the currents, a living, pulsating broth within the ocean's depths. Beyond copepods, the zooplankton community includes a bewildering array of life. The larval stages of fish, crabs, lobsters, and mollusks. Each tiny form a temporary drifting inhabitant of the planktonic realm before settling into their adult lives. There are also the pteropods, or sea butterflies, delicate snails with wing-like feet that flap gently through the water, and radiolarians and foraminiferans, single-celled organisms that construct incredibly intricate, often beautiful shells from silica or calcium carbonate. And then there is krill, slightly larger crustaceans, often measuring several centimeters, which, while still considered zooplankton due to their drifting nature, are large enough to be a staple food source for many baleen whales, and indeed for the basking shark itself. These diverse zooplankton, each with its own unique form and subtle dance, collectively represent the second trophic level, converting the energy of phytoplankton into a more concentrated, digestible form. The key to the basking shark's survival lies in its ability to locate and exploit plankton blooms. These are periods of explosive growth in phytoplankton populations, often triggered by a confluence of favorable conditions. Imagine a spring morning after a long, dark winter, as sunlight increases, penetrating deeper into the water column, and as nutrient-rich waters are brought to the surface through processes like upwelling, where deep, cold, mineral-laden water rises to replace warmer surface waters. The phytoplankton find their ideal growth environment. The ocean, once a relatively sparse liquid, can suddenly transform into a thick, nutrient-rich soup, teeming with microscopic life. These blooms can cover vast areas, turning the water a greenish hue, a subtle visual cue that signals a colossal buffet for filter feeders. These oceanic pastures are dynamic, shifting with the seasons and the currents. In temperate waters, spring and autumn often witness the most significant blooms as sunlight becomes abundant after winter, and storms or currents bring essential nutrients from the deeper layers to the sunlit surface. The basking shark, with its ancient wisdom and refined senses, is a master at tracking these ephemeral feasts. Scientists believe they utilize a combination of cues, sensing subtle changes in water temperature, salinity, and perhaps even the faint chemical signatures released by dense concentrations of plankton. They are drawn to these rich patches like a shepherd to a verdant meadow, knowing instinctively where the most bountiful sustenance awaits. When a basking shark encounters such a bloom, it enters a state of serene, continuous feeding. Its immense mouth, held wide open, becomes a living funnel, drawing in staggering quantities of this plankton-rich water. The gill rakers, those finely tuned sieves, work tirelessly, separating the microscopic organisms from the flowing water. The sheer quantity of food required to sustain a creature of its size is immense. While each individual plankton is minuscule, their collective biomass within a bloom is monumental, representing an incredible store of energy. The basking shark's strategy allows it to bypass several trophic levels, directly consuming primary and secondary producers, making its energy transfer highly efficient. It takes the sun's energy captured by phytoplankton, transferred to zooplankton, and directly incorporates it into its own colossal body, a direct link in the chain of life. The continuous, unhurried glide of the basking shark through these plankton-rich waters is a testament to the quiet power of this microscopic realm. It is a slow, meditative dance of consumption, where the giant relies entirely on the tiny. The vulnerability of this delicate ecosystem, however, is a growing concern. Climate change leading to warming ocean temperatures and altered current patterns can disrupt the timing and intensity of plankton blooms. Ocean acidification caused by the absorption of excess atmospheric carbon dioxide can hinder the ability of many planktonic organisms, particularly those with calcium carbonate shells, to thrive. Any significant disruption to plankton populations would ripple catastrophically through the entire marine food web, threatening the very existence of filter feeders like the basking shark. So as the basking shark glides through its liquid world, its immense mouth gently open, it is not merely swimming, it is partaking in an ancient, silent ritual intimately connected to the smallest forms of life. It is sustained by the ceaseless, vibrant activity of the planktonic realm. A universe of glittering motes and microscopic jewels, each one a tiny spark of life, collectively fueling the serene majesty of the second largest fish in the ocean. This delicate, invisible feast is the very breath of its existence, a profound connection between the colossal and the infinitesimal unfolding, silently in the boundless, dreamy ocean. Habitats revealed. From the delicate ballet of microscopic life, we now widen our gaze to the boundless stages upon which the basking shark performs its slow, majestic dance, its preferred habitats within the vast, blue expanse. This colossal filter feeder is not a creature of the warm, sun-drenched tropics, nor does it typically frequent the most frigid, ice-bound polar seas. Instead, its immense form is most commonly encountered within the cool, temperate to subpolar waters of both the northern and southern hemispheres, a specific band of ocean where the conditions coalesce to provide the ceaseless microscopic feast upon which it thrives. Imagine stretching a vast, invisible ribbon across the globe, roughly between latitudes 30 and 60 degrees in both north and south. Within this broad oceanic band, the basking shark finds its optimal environment, a liquid landscape characterized by cooler temperatures, abundant nutrients, and the dynamic interplay of currents that churn and mix the water. These are the highly productive zones of the world's oceans regions, where the delicate balance of sunlight and upwelled nutrients creates a perpetual nursery for plankton, the very essence of the basking shark's sustenance. In the northern hemisphere, these magnificent creatures are frequently observed in the cool, nutrient-rich waters of the North Atlantic. Picture the rugged, wind-swept coastlines of the British Isles, particularly off the western shores of Ireland and Scotland, where the Atlantic currents bring forth a wealth of microscopic life. Further east along the Scandinavian coastlines and into the Norwegian Sea, their presence is also noted, drawn by the cold, productive waters. Across the vast Atlantic, they grace the waters off the eastern seaboard of North America, from the Canadian Maritimes, particularly around Nova Scotia, and Newfoundland southward to the cooler currents off the northeastern United States. Here, the convergence of different water masses creates ideal conditions for plankton blooms, attracting these silent giants. Similarly, in the North Pacific, basking sharks navigate the cool currents off the coast of California, where seasonal upwelling brings deep, nutrient-rich waters to the sunlit surface, fueling immense plankton blooms. Their range extends across the Pacific, with sightings reported off the coasts of Japan and Korea, following the cool water masses that sweep through these regions. These vast stretches of ocean, though geographically distant, share the common thread of being biologically rich, dynamic environments where the conditions for planktonic growth are consistently met. In the southern hemisphere, the pattern repeats itself with basking sharks inhabiting the cool, productive waters off the coasts of Chile and Argentina, in South America, around New Zealand, and off the southern shores of Australia and South Africa. These regions, like their northern counterparts, are characterized by strong oceanic currents and upwelling phenomena that bring vital nutrients from the ocean's depths into the photic zone, the sunlit layer, where photosynthesis can occur. The presence of these colossal fish in such widely separated yet ecologically similar regions underscores their global distribution and their specialized reliance on the specific oceanographic conditions that foster plankton abundance. The ideal water temperature for basking sharks typically ranges between 8 and 20 degrees Celsius. This specific thermal preference is not a matter of comfort for the shark itself, but rather a direct reflection of the temperatures most conducive to the growth and proliferation of their planktonic food source. Too warm and the plankton might be sparse or replaced by less suitable species. Too cold and the metabolic rates of the plankton slow, reducing their overall productivity. Thus, the basking shark is a living thermometer, its presence indicating a delicate balance of conditions beneath the surface, a silent beacon marking the ocean's most fertile grounds. While often observed basking near the surface, lazily cruising with their immense mouths agape, this surface behavior represents only one facet of their habitat utilization. Scientists now understand that basking sharks are capable of making extensive vertical migrations, diving to considerable depths. Tracking data from tagged individuals has revealed descents to depths exceeding 900 meters, venturing into the abyssal gloom where sunlight cannot penetrate. These deep water excursions are believed to serve several purposes. They may allow the sharks to track denser aggregations of zooplankton that migrate vertically through the water column, following the daily rhythms of light and darkness. Zooplankton often ascend to the surface at night to feed on phytoplankton and then descend into deeper, darker waters during the day to avoid visual predators. The basking shark therefore adapts its vertical movements to coincide with the movements of its food. Furthermore, deep diving may also provide a refuge from warmer surface waters during certain seasons, or offer protection from predators, though adult basking sharks, due to their immense size, have few natural predators, other than possibly large killer whale pods. The deep ocean also offers a stable, cooler environment for overwintering, a period when food resources near the surface might be scarce. During these colder months, basking sharks are rarely seen at the surface, leading scientists to believe they spend extended periods in deeper waters, potentially entering a state of reduced metabolic activity, akin to hibernation, or continuing to feed on deep water plankton aggregations. The precise details of their deep sea life remain one of the ocean's enduring mysteries, a silent chapter unfolding far beyond human sight. The habitat of the basking shark is not static. It is a dynamic, ever-changing liquid landscape shaped by the powerful forces of ocean currents, frontal systems, and upwelling zones. Ocean currents, like vast invisible rivers, transport heat nutrients and, crucially, plankton across immense distances. The basking shark, with its keen senses, is believed to be adept at detecting and following these currents, using them as highways to navigate to areas of high productivity. Frontal systems, where distinct water masses with different temperatures and salinities meet, are particularly important. These oceanic fronts often create areas of intense mixing and turbulence, which concentrate plankton into dense, swirling patches. Imagine two immense, slow-moving rivers of water, one slightly warmer, one slightly cooler, gently colliding. At their boundary, a subtle churning occurs, drawing together the drifting microscopic life, creating a concentrated buffet for the filter feeder. The basking shark, with its vast, open mouth, is perfectly designed to exploit these natural aggregations, filtering immense quantities of water from these rich, swirling zones. Upwelling zones, as mentioned earlier, are critical hotbeds of biological activity. These occur when prevailing winds or oceanic topography cause deep, cold, nutrient-rich water to rise to the surface, replacing warmer, nutrient-depleted surface water. This influx of nutrients acts as a powerful fertilizer for phytoplankton, triggering massive blooms that ripple up the food chain. Major upwelling systems, such as those off the coasts of California, Peru, and parts of Africa, are therefore prime feeding grounds for basking sharks, offering a predictable, albeit seasonal, abundance of food. The shark's movements are intrinsically linked to the pulse of these oceanographic phenomena, its migrations a silent response to the ocean's rhythms. While basking sharks are pelagic meaning, they live in the open ocean. They are often sighted relatively close to shore, especially in areas where coastal upwelling or tidal currents create localized plankton concentrations. This proximity to land explains why they have been observed and interacted with by humans for centuries. However, their true domain extends far beyond the continental shelves, encompassing vast stretches of the open ocean, where they roam freely, following the invisible trails of plankton. The sheer scale of their habitat, encompassing entire ocean basins, speaks to their adaptability and their tireless pursuit of sustenance. Their physiology is exquisitely adapted to these cool, productive environments. Their robust bodies with a thick layer of oily liver not only aid in buoyancy, but also provide insulation against the colder water temperatures. Their slow, deliberate movements conserve energy, allowing them to sustain their continuous filtration over long periods and vast distances. The absence of a swim bladder, common in bony fish, means they must continuously swim to maintain buoyancy, yet their cartilaginous skeleton and large liver reduce this energetic cost, further enhancing their efficiency as oceanic wanderers. The basking shark's habitat, therefore, is not merely a geographical location. It is a complex, dynamic interplay of physical and biological factors, a vast liquid tapestry woven from currents, temperatures, nutrients, and the tireless dance of microscopic life. It is a world of cool, swirling waters, of deep, silent descents, and of sun-dappled surface, feeding, all united by the ceaseless pursuit of plankton. As it navigates this blue expanse, the basking shark serves as a living indicator of ocean health. Its presence a quiet testament to the enduring power and intricate beauty of the marine ecosystem, a gentle giant drifting through the watery heart of our planet. Its journey through these revealed habitats is a continuous, unhurried exploration, a silent quest for the microscopic feast that sustains its magnificent ancient life. Patterns of migration. From the intricate details of its preferred habitats, our gaze now expands to encompass the grand, sweeping journeys that define a significant portion of the basking shark's existence, its patterns of migration. This colossal fish is not a sedentary creature anchored to a single patch of ocean. Instead, it is an enigmatic wanderer undertaking vast, often seasonal movements across entire ocean basins, driven by the subtle yet powerful rhythms of the marine world. For centuries, these migrations remained largely a mystery, with the sudden appearance and disappearance of basking sharks along coastlines, fueling speculation and wonder. Their immense scale combined with their elusive nature made tracking their movements a formidable challenge, a puzzle slowly being pieced together by modern science. Imagine the vast blue canvas of the ocean crisscrossed by invisible pathways, highways of nutrient-rich currents and thermal fronts. Along these pathways, the basking shark embarks on epic journeys, driven primarily by the tireless pursuit of its microscopic sustenance, plankton. The availability of plankton is not constant. It pulses with the seasons, blooming in abundance in certain areas during specific times of the year and then receding as conditions change. The basking shark, therefore, must be a master navigator attuned to these subtle shifts, following the invisible breadcrumbs of its food source across immense distances. One of the most well-documented migratory patterns occurs in the North Atlantic. During the spring and summer months, basking sharks are frequently observed in the coastal waters of the British Isles, particularly off the western coasts of Ireland and Scotland, and also along the eastern seaboard of North America. These are periods of intense plankton blooms in these temperate regions, fueled by increasing sunlight and nutrient upwelling. The sharks arrive often in small groups or as solitary individuals to partake in this seasonal feast, gliding slowly near the surface, their immense mouths agape, filtering the rich green waters. Their presence during these months creates a window of opportunity for observation, allowing scientists and enthusiasts alike to witness their serene majesty. However, as autumn approaches and the surface waters begin to cool, and as plankton concentrations diminish in these northern feeding grounds, the basking sharks seemingly vanish. For a long time, their disappearance during the winter months was a profound enigma. Early theories suggested they might hibernate on the seabed, shedding their gill rakers and regrowing them in spring, or that they simply move to deeper local waters. While gill raker replacement does occur, suggesting a period of reduced feeding efficiency, modern research utilizing advanced satellite tagging technologies has revealed a far more complex and extensive migratory strategy. These electronic tags, carefully attached to the dorsal fins of individual sharks, transmit data on their movements, depth, and water temperature to orbiting satellites, allowing scientists to track their incredible journeys across vast stretches of ocean. What these tags have revealed is truly astonishing. Basking sharks undertake trans-oceanic migrations, crossing entire ocean basins. For example, individuals tagged off the coast of Ireland have been tracked all the way to the waters off Newfoundland, Canada, a journey spanning thousands of kilometers across the open Atlantic. Other sharks tagged in the Western Atlantic have been tracked, moving southward, venturing into the waters off the southeastern United States, and even into the Caribbean Sea. These long-distance movements are not random wanderings. Scientists believe they are meticulously calculated journeys guided by an innate sense of direction and an ability to detect subtle environmental cues. The sharks are likely following ocean currents which act as energy-efficient conveyances, transporting them to new feeding grounds where plankton blooms are occurring at different times of the year. For instance, after depleting the plankton resources in the North Atlantic, they might migrate to warmer yet still productive waters further south, or track deeper aggregations of zooplankton that persist year-round. The vertical dimension of their migration is equally fascinating. While at the surface they are visible, but when they disappear, they often descend to considerable depths. Tracking data has shown that basking sharks regularly dive to depths of 200 to 1,000 meters, and even deeper, with some records indicating descents to nearly 1,300 meters. These deep dives are not merely for temporary refuge. During the winter months when surface plankton is scarce, scientists theorize that basking sharks may be feeding on dense aggregations of deep-water zooplankton. These deep-sea communities, often composed of different species than their surface counterparts, can provide a sustained, albeit perhaps less abundant food source during periods of surface scarcity. Imagine a basking shark slowly descending into the perpetual twilight zone of the ocean, where the light fades to an ethereal blue, and then into the absolute darkness of the abyss. Its immense form, usually seen basking in the sun, now glides silently through a world of crushing pressure and profound cold. It is a testament to its adaptability that it can thrive in such vastly different environments, moving seamlessly between the sun-drenched surface and the dark, mysterious depths. This ability to exploit both surface and deep-water food resources is a critical component of its survival strategy, allowing it to bridge periods of seasonal scarcity. The cues that trigger these epic migrations are complex and likely involve a combination of factors. Changes in water temperature which directly influence plankton productivity are undoubtedly a major driver. As surface waters cool and plankton density decreases in one area, the sharks are prompted to seek out warmer, more productive regions. Photoperiod at the length of daylight hours may also play a role signaling the changing seasons and the impending shifts in food availability. Furthermore, scientists believe they may use the Earth's magnetic field for navigation, much like sea turtles and some birds, allowing them to maintain a consistent bearing across vast, featureless stretches of open ocean. The subtle shifts in salinity, dissolved oxygen levels, and even the faint chemical signatures of plankton aggregations could also act as guiding signals, leading them along their invisible paths. The life cycle of the basking shark, including its reproductive patterns, is also intrinsically linked to these migrations, though much remains unknown about their breeding grounds. Scientists hypothesize that mating and pupping may occur in specific, often deeper offshore locations, which would explain why pregnant females and very young basking sharks are rarely observed in coastal waters. The immense energy demands of gestation and birthing would necessitate access to reliable food sources, even if these are in the deep ocean away from human observation. The study of basking shark migrations is an ongoing dynamic field of research. Each new tag deployed, each new data point collected, adds another brushstroke to the evolving portrait of this enigmatic wanderer. The sheer scale of their movements underscores the interconnectedness of ocean ecosystems and highlights the need for international conservation efforts. A shark that spends its summer off the coast of Ireland might spend its winter in the deep waters of the Caribbean, meaning that conservation strategies must consider its entire migratory range, not just localized habitats. These patterns of migration are not merely physical journeys. They are a profound expression of the basking shark's ancient wisdom and its deep attunement to the pulse of the ocean. Each slow, deliberate movement across the blue expanse is a testament to its enduring survival, a silent narrative of adaptation and resilience. As we continue to unravel the mysteries of its wanderings, we gain a deeper appreciation for the intricate lives of these colossal, gentle giants, drifting through the vast, calm waters, forever following the invisible trails of their microscopic feast. Their journey is a continuous, unhurried exploration, a silent quest for sustenance that defines their magnificent ancient life, inviting us to contemplate the profound interconnectedness of all life within the boundless, dreamy ocean. Reproduction's secrets. From the vast, sweeping panoramas of their migrations, we now gently draw our focus inward, seeking to understand the most intimate and elusive aspect of the basking shark's existence, the slow dance of life, its reproductive secrets. This chapter of their story remains one of the most shrouded in mystery, a testament to their deep-sea habits and the sheer difficulty of observing such colossal, solitary creatures in their natural, vast environment. Unlike many other marine species whose courtship rituals and birthing grounds are well documented, the precise details of basking shark reproduction are largely inferred from limited observations and the study of deceased specimens. Imagine the immense challenge of witnessing the mating embrace of two 12-meter giants in the vast, often turbulent expanse of the open ocean. It is a rare and fleeting spectacle, if indeed it happens near the surface at all. Scientists currently theorize that mating likely occurs in deeper offshore waters, away from the more frequented coastal areas where they are typically sighted. This deep water behavior would serve to protect vulnerable mating pairs, and later the young from potential disturbances and predators, ensuring the continuation of their ancient lineage in the quiet solitude of the abyss. Basking sharks are ovoviviparous, a reproductive strategy shared by many other shark species. This means that the eggs develop and hatch internally within the mother's uterus, and the embryos are nourished initially by the yolk sac of their own egg. Unlike true viviparity, where the mother provides direct nourishment through a placenta, the ovoviviparous young rely on their internal yolk reserves for sustenance during their developmental period. This internal incubation provides a significant advantage, offering protection from external predators and the harsh fluctuations of the marine environment during the most vulnerable stages of life. The gestation period for basking sharks is believed to be exceptionally long, perhaps among the longest of any vertebrate. Estimates based on growth rates and comparisons with other large shark species suggest a period that could extend for 2 to 3 years, or even longer. This extended internal development ensures that when the young are finally born, they are already quite large and robust miniature versions of their colossal parents, well equipped to face the challenges of the open ocean. Such a long gestation period is a significant investment of maternal energy, underscoring the slow, deliberate pace of reproduction in these giants. When the time for birth arrives, the mother basking shark gives live birth to a small number of fully formed pups. The litter size is thought to be relatively small, perhaps ranging from 1 to 6 or 7 pups, though exact figures are scarce. This low reproductive output, combined with a long gestation, means that basking sharks reproduce infrequently, a characteristic often found in long-lived large-bodied marine animals. The birth itself is believed to occur in deep, secluded waters, further safeguarding the vulnerable newborns. The size of the newborn pups is truly remarkable. Each baby basking shark is estimated to be between 1.5 to 2 meters in length, at birth already a formidable size for a newborn fish. Imagine a creature longer than an average human emerging into the vastness of the ocean, ready to begin its independent life. These large pups are born with fully developed gill rakers and are immediately capable of filter feeding, a crucial adaptation that allows them to begin gathering their own sustenance from the plankton-rich waters from their very first moments. Their immense size at birth provides them with a greater chance of survival against predators and equips them to navigate the strong currents of their deep water nursery. The growth rate of young basking sharks is another area where scientific understanding is still developing. While they are born large, their subsequent growth is thought to be relatively slow, taking many years to reach sexual maturity. Estimates suggest that basking sharks may not reach reproductive maturity until they are well over a decade old, perhaps even 20 years or more, and have attained a considerable size, likely around 6 to 8 meters in length. This slow maturation period, coupled with infrequent reproduction, makes their populations particularly vulnerable to overfishing and other anthropogenic pressures, as it takes a very long time for their numbers to recover. The life history strategy of the basking shark, characterized by slow growth, late maturity, and low reproductive output, is typical of K-selected species. These are species that invest heavily in a few high-quality offspring rather than producing many less developed young. This strategy works well in stable environments where survival rates of the young are generally high. However, it makes them particularly susceptible to rapid population declines when faced with external threats, as their natural rate of replenishment is inherently slow. The courtship rituals leading to mating are largely unknown, a silent, unseen drama unfolding in the ocean's depths. Scientists have observed scars and marks on the bodies of some adult basking sharks, particularly around the pectoral fins and gill regions, which are interpreted as mating scars. These marks, consistent with being held or grasped by the claspers of a male shark during copulation, offer a rare glimpse into the physical demands of their reproductive act. The claspers are modified pelvic fins in male sharks used for internal fertilization, a testament to the ancient successful reproductive strategy of cartilaginous fish. The seasonal appearance of basking sharks in coastal waters during spring and summer is primarily linked to feeding, not necessarily reproduction. While some mating may occur during these periods, the deeper, more secluded waters are considered more likely sites for the critical stages of gestation and birth. The exact locations of their pupping grounds remain one of the most tantalizing mysteries in marine biology, a silent, sacred space within the ocean's embrace where new life quietly begins. The long intervals between reproductive events, coupled with the extended gestation and slow growth of their young, mean that female basking sharks may only reproduce a handful of times over their entire lifespan, which is estimated to be 50 years or more. Each reproductive cycle is a monumental investment of energy and time, highlighting the preciousness of each new generation. The survival of these few large pups is paramount to the continuation of the species. The enigmatic nature of basking shark reproduction underscores the vastness of our ignorance about the deep ocean and the lives of its most elusive inhabitants. Scientific efforts to unravel these secrets continue, employing advanced technologies like acoustic telemetry and genetic analysis to piece together the fragments of information. By understanding their reproductive biology, conservationists can better protect these vulnerable giants, ensuring that the slow dance of life continues uninterrupted for future generations. As we ponder these hidden aspects of their life, we are reminded of the profound cycles of existence that unfold beneath the waves, often unseen, always vital. The basking shark's reproductive secrets are a testament to the ocean's enduring capacity for mystery, a quiet, powerful narrative of renewal that unfolds in the deep, silent realm. It is a slow, deliberate process, mirroring the unhurried grace with which these colossal beings navigate their watery world, ensuring that the echoes of their ancient lineage continue to reverberate through the vast, dreamy ocean for countless eons to come. Their reproduction is not a hurried event, but a profound commitment, a testament to the enduring power of life itself, unfolding silently in the boundless blue. Solitary drifters, surface bathers. From the profound hidden depths where the secrets of their reproduction unfold, we now gently resurface, returning to the more commonly observed yet still deeply enigmatic behaviors of the basking shark, their tendency to drift as solitary individuals, and their characteristic habit of bathing near the ocean's surface. These patterns of behavior paint a picture of a creature profoundly at peace with its vast liquid world, moving with an unhurried grace that belies its immense power. Imagine a calm, sun-dappled morning over cool, temperate waters. The surface is a shimmering expanse reflecting the soft light of the sky. Suddenly, a dark triangular fin breaks the plane of the water, moving with an almost imperceptible speed. This is often the first visual cue of a basking shark's presence, a silent sentinel gliding just beneath the surface. Soon after, another fin might appear, the smaller second dorsal, followed by the tip of a caudal fin, swaying gently from side to side. And then, most strikingly, the immense dark snout pushing a subtle swell before it, often with the very tip of its colossal mouth, breaking the surface, creating a faint, rippling bow wave. This is the quintessential image of a basking shark, a surface bather drifting languidly, seemingly absorbing the warmth of the sun. Indeed, the very name basking refers to this behavior, suggesting a creature enjoying the solar embrace. However, while the warmth might be a pleasant side effect, the primary purpose of this surface activity is far more pragmatic feeding. The sunlit surface waters known as the photic zone are precisely where phytoplankton, the microscopic plants of the ocean, flourish. And where phytoplankton are abundant, so too are the zooplankton that feed upon them, forming the rich, microscopic broth that sustains the basking shark. As it drifts near the surface, its colossal mouth is held wide open, transforming its head into a vast, living funnel. Water teeming with plankton flows ceaselessly into this cavernous opening over its intricate gill rakers and out through its immense gill slits. The shark moves with a slow, deliberate momentum, its powerful tail providing just enough thrust to overcome the drag of its open mouth and propel its immense body forward. This is not a chase, but a patient, continuous harvest, a silent, unhurried collection of the ocean's invisible bounty. The speed at which it cruises is typically very slow, often around 2 to 4 kilometers per hour, a pace that optimizes the efficiency of its filter feeding mechanism, allowing maximum plankton capture with minimal energy expenditure. While sometimes observed in aggregations, basking sharks are predominantly solitary drifters. Imagine a vast, silent ocean, and within it, individual giants moving independently, each pursuing its own slow, methodical quest for sustenance. These aggregations, when they do occur, are usually temporary gatherings in areas of particularly dense plankton blooms, rather than true social groupings. Picture a rich, invisible pasture in the ocean. Several basking sharks might converge upon it, each feeding independently, yet sharing the same abundant resource. These gatherings are not about interaction or communication in a complex social sense, but rather a pragmatic response to localized food abundance. A silent, communal feast where each guest attends to its own nourishment. The sight of multiple basking sharks feeding together can be truly mesmerizing. Their immense forms moving slowly and gracefully, sometimes in parallel, sometimes in gentle, overlapping circles, create a silent ballet of colossal proportions. There is no aggression, no competition, merely a shared, tranquil pursuit of the microscopic. Observers have sometimes witnessed what appear to be courtship behaviors within these aggregations, with individuals gently following or nudging one another, suggesting that these temporary gatherings might also serve incidental social or reproductive functions, though firm evidence remains elusive. The vastness of the ocean naturally encourages a solitary existence for a creature whose food source is so widely dispersed. To efficiently harvest plankton, a basking shark must cover immense areas, and a solitary existence minimizes competition for the scattered, though often dense, patches of food. This solitary nature is a reflection of its ecological niche, a highly specialized filter feeder that requires vast stretches of ocean to sustain its enormous body. The behavior of basking at the surface is not without its risks. It makes these immense, slow-moving creatures visible and vulnerable to human activities. Historically, this made them targets for harpoon fisheries which sought their valuable liver oil and meat. In modern times, while commercial hunting has largely ceased due to conservation efforts, they remain susceptible to accidental entanglement in fishing gear, particularly gill nets and trawls. Ship strikes also pose a threat, as their slow speed and surface presence make them vulnerable to collisions with passing vessels, especially in busy shipping lanes. These threats underscore the delicate balance between their natural behaviors and the increasing human presence in their oceanic domain. Beyond feeding, scientists believe that surface basking might serve other, more subtle purposes. The warming effect of the sun could aid in digestion, increasing their metabolic rate after consuming vast quantities of plankton. It might also play a role in thermoregulation, allowing them to warm up after deep dives into colder waters, though their large size and thick skin provide significant insulation. Furthermore, the surface layer offers access to oxygen-rich waters, crucial for their vast respiratory needs. The ceaseless flow of water through their gills not only extracts plankton, but also provides the oxygen necessary to fuel their immense bodies. The texture of their skin, covered in dermal denticles, often hosts a diverse community of commensal organisms such as copepods and barnacles. While these are not generally harmful, extended surface basking might also provide opportunities for the removal of some of these hitchhikers, perhaps through interaction with currents or even by rubbing against other surfaces, though this is largely speculative. The simple act of cruising through the water might also serve to dislodge some of these organisms, maintaining the hydrodynamic efficiency of their skin. The sheer calmness of a basking shark at the surface can be profoundly affecting. There is an ancient, almost meditative quality to their movements. They glide with a quiet dignity, seemingly unaware of the world above, utterly focused on their silent, continuous task. This tranquility can evoke a sense of wonder and awe in those fortunate enough to witness it, a rare glimpse into the peaceful, unhurried rhythm of a truly wild and ancient life. It is a stark contrast to the often frenetic pace of human existence, a silent invitation to slow down, to observe, and to simply be present. The solitary nature of their drifting, combined with their surface basking habits, makes the basking shark a unique and deeply symbolic creature of the ocean. They are reminders of the vast, unseen processes that sustain marine life, and of the profound interconnectedness between the colossal and the microscopic. Their gentle presence at the surface is a quiet testament to the enduring power of nature, a living echo of an ancient world, inviting us to contemplate the deep, serene mystery of the ocean's heart. These solitary drifters, these surface bathers, embody a profound peace, a silent, majestic journey through the boundless, dreamy waters, their very existence a calm whisper in the vast blue expanse. Encounters with humanity. From the solitary serenity of their vast blue domain where they drift with an ancient calm, we now turn our attention to a different kind of encounter, one that has for centuries cast long shadows upon the basking shark's existence, its interactions with humanity. These meetings, often born of fear, necessity, and eventually understanding, have shaped the destiny of this gentle giant in profound ways, weaving a complex narrative of awe, exploitation, and ultimately a growing commitment to its protection. Imagine a time long past when the oceans were truly uncharted, and the sight of an immense dark form breaking the surface far from shore could ignite the most primal fears in the hearts of early mariners. Before scientific classification, before detailed observation, the basking shark, with its colossal size and its habit of swimming with a gaping mouth, was easily transmuted into the stuff of legend. Whispers of sea serpents, leviathans, and fearsome monsters with mouths large enough to swallow entire boats permeated maritime folklore. A dorsal fin towering above the waves, followed by a rhythmic tail fin, could easily be mistaken for the serpentine undulations of a creature from myth, especially when viewed through the mist of a stormy sea or the distorting lens of fear. These were the earliest encounters shrouded in mystery and superstition, where human imagination filled the vast gaps in knowledge. Even after its formal scientific classification by Linnaeus in the mid-18th century, Cetorhinus maximus remained largely an enigma, a colossal ghost of the deep, whose true nature was understood by only a few. Its sheer size, however, was undeniable, and its presence in coastal waters, particularly in the productive temperate regions, eventually attracted the attention of those seeking to harness the ocean's resources. This marked a turning point as the era of myth slowly gave way to the era of exploitation, driven by the practical demands of human industry. The true commercial pursuit of the basking shark began to gain momentum in the 18th and 19th centuries, flourishing particularly in regions where they were seasonally abundant. The waters off the British Isles, especially Scotland and Ireland and later Norway and the eastern coasts of Canada, became major hunting grounds. The primary allure was not its flesh, which was considered coarse by many, but its liver. The liver of a basking shark is astonishingly large, sometimes accounting for up to 25% of its total body weight, and it is rich in oil, particularly squalene. This oil was a highly prized commodity. Picture the scene: small, sturdy fishing boats, often equipped with harpoons, venturing out into the choppy, cool waters. The hunt for basking sharks was a laborious and often dangerous endeavor. When a shark was sighted, its slow, deliberate surface cruising made it a relatively easy target for the skilled harpooner. A successful strike would embed the barbed spear into the shark's immense body, and then a long, arduous struggle would ensue as the immense fish, though gentle, possessed incredible strength. The shark would be allowed to run or tire itself out, dragging the boat sometimes for hours before it could be brought alongside the vessel. The sheer scale of the creature meant that even after being subdued, hauling it aboard or towing it back to shore was a monumental task, often requiring specialized gear and multiple boats. The extracted liver oil served a multitude of purposes in an era before widespread petroleum use. It was a vital source of fuel for lamps illuminating homes and streets in coastal communities. It was also used as a lubricant for machinery, a critical component in the burgeoning Industrial Revolution. Furthermore, its unique properties made it valuable in the leather tanning industry, and even in certain cosmetic and medicinal preparations. The demand for this versatile oil fueled a relentless pursuit, transforming the basking shark from a mysterious leviathan into a valuable, albeit challenging, commodity. As the 19th century gave way to the 20th, fishing techniques became more efficient and the scale of the hunt intensified. Specialized basking shark fisheries emerged, employing larger vessels and more powerful harpoons. The numbers of sharks caught each season could be substantial, particularly in areas like the west coast of Scotland, where a robust industry developed. The meat, though less valued, was sometimes processed for animal feed or fertilizer, and even the tough, leathery skin found uses. The fins, though not as highly prized as those of other shark species, were also collected, sometimes destined for the growing market for shark fin soup in Asian countries. However, the very characteristics that made the basking shark a relatively easy target, its slow speed, its surface basking habits, and its predictable seasonal migrations, also made it incredibly vulnerable to overexploitation. Compounding this vulnerability was its unique life history: slow growth, late sexual maturity, and an exceptionally low reproductive rate. A female basking shark might only produce a few pups every few years, meaning that populations could not rapidly replenish themselves when faced with intense fishing pressure. Each individual removed from the population represented a significant loss to the species' long-term viability. The consequences of this relentless hunting became painfully evident. By the mid-20th century, basking shark populations in many traditional fishing grounds had plummeted dramatically. Fisheries that once thrived began to collapse as the sharks simply became too scarce to be economically viable targets. The once common sight of their fins gliding near the surface became increasingly rare, a stark testament to the devastating impact of unchecked human activity. The decline was a silent warning, a profound ecological lesson unfolding in the vastness of the ocean. In some regions like Ireland, the collapse of the basking shark fishery was particularly acute, leading to a profound shift in perception. What was once seen as a resource or even a pest to be culled began to be viewed with growing concern. Scientists and conservationists started to raise alarms about the precarious state of their populations, advocating for protection before it was too late. This period marked a slow yet crucial transformation in humanity's relationship with the basking shark, moving from a paradigm of extraction to one of preservation. The late 20th and early 21st centuries have seen a significant change in how humans interact with basking sharks. With growing awareness of their ecological importance and their vulnerable status, many countries and international bodies have implemented protective measures. Commercial fishing for basking sharks is now largely banned in most parts of their range. They have been listed on Appendix II of the Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species of Wild Fauna and Flora, or CITES, which strictly regulates their international trade. Many nations, including the United Kingdom, Ireland, and the United States, have granted them full protection, making it illegal to intentionally harm, harass, or capture them. This shift has allowed for a new kind of encounter, one driven by curiosity, respect, and a desire for connection. Basking shark ecotourism has emerged in some regions, particularly off the coasts of Scotland and Ireland. Imagine a small boat carefully approaching a feeding shark, allowing passengers to witness its immense size and serene movements from a respectful distance. In some instances, with strict regulations and experienced guides, opportunities exist for snorkeling alongside these gentle giants, an experience that can be profoundly moving. To share the water with a creature of such colossal scale, yet one that moves with such deliberate, non-aggressive grace, is to gain a unique perspective on the ocean's wonders and the true nature of this magnificent fish. However, even with these protective measures in place, shadows of the past continue to linger, and new threats have emerged. Accidental bycatch remains a significant concern. Basking sharks, especially when feeding near the surface, can become entangled in various types of fishing gear, particularly gill nets, trawls, and long lines intended for other species. Their immense size and slow movements make them particularly susceptible to these encounters, often leading to injury or mortality. Ship strikes are another modern threat, especially in busy shipping lanes, where their surface basking behavior can put them in the path of large vessels. The sheer momentum of a ship can cause fatal injuries, even without the crew being aware of the collision. Ongoing scientific research, often involving satellite tagging and photographic identification, is crucial for monitoring their populations, tracking their migrations, and identifying critical habitats. These studies help inform conservation strategies, ensuring that protective measures are effective and responsive to the evolving challenges faced by the species. The goal is to ensure that future generations can continue to witness the serene majesty of the basking shark gliding through the waters, a living testament to the ocean's enduring power. The story of humanity's encounters with the basking shark is a microcosm of our broader relationship with the natural world, a journey from fear and ignorance through exploitation to a dawning awareness and a commitment to stewardship. It is a slow, unfolding narrative, much like the life of the shark itself, reminding us of the profound responsibility we hold for the preservation of these ancient, gentle giants. As these colossal fish continue their silent journeys through the vast, dreamy ocean, their future now rests more than ever in the gentle, conscious hands of humanity. The shadows of the past are slowly receding, replaced by the soft light of understanding and a hope for a peaceful coexistence in the boundless blue. Mysteries yet unsolved. From the complex narrative of human encounters, both past and present, we now drift into the tranquil yet profoundly compelling realm of what remains unknown about the basking shark. Despite centuries of observation and decades of dedicated scientific inquiry, vast stretches of its life story remain shrouded in the ocean's depths. Mysteries yet unsolved that beckon with the quiet allure of the unexplored. This immense, ancient creature, so often seen gliding serenely near the surface, harbors a secret life far beneath the waves, a silent narrative unfolding in the unseen corners of its vast domain. Imagine the sheer difficulty of studying a creature that can reach 12 meters in length, lives in the open ocean, travels thousands of kilometers, and spends significant portions of its life in waters over a kilometer deep, far beyond the reach of human eyes or conventional submersibles. This inherent elusiveness contributes to the persistent gaps in our understanding, transforming nearly every aspect of its existence into a tantalizing puzzle waiting to be solved. One of the most profound and enduring mysteries revolves around its reproductive biology. While we understand the general ovoviviparous strategy, the precise details remain largely unknown. Where do basking sharks mate? What are their courtship rituals like? Are there specific deep water aggregation sites where mating occurs? Or is it a more solitary, opportunistic event? The observation of mating scars suggests a physical interaction, but the full sequence of events, the timing, and the specific environmental cues that trigger it are still largely speculative. The vastness of the ocean, combined with the infrequent nature of their reproduction, means that direct observation of these intimate moments is exceedingly rare, leaving scientists to piece together clues from indirect evidence. Even more enigmatic are the pupping grounds. Where do female basking sharks give birth to their colossal young? Given the size of the neonates, which are already 1 to 2 meters long at birth, and the vulnerability of both mother and pup, it is highly probable that these critical events occur in deep, secluded waters far from human disturbance. Are these specific geographically defined nurseries, or are they more diffuse, distributed across vast areas of the open ocean? The discovery of these pupping grounds would be a monumental breakthrough, providing crucial insights into the early life stages of these giants and enabling targeted conservation efforts to protect these vital areas. The absence of sightings of very young basking sharks in coastal waters further supports the hypothesis of deep water nurseries, a hidden sanctuary for new life. Another significant area of unknown concerns their overwintering behavior. We know that basking sharks largely disappear from surface waters in temperate regions during the colder months. While satellite tagging has revealed extensive deep water migrations, the exact purpose and physiological state of the sharks during these periods are not fully understood. Do they enter a state of torpor or reduced metabolic activity similar to a form of hibernation, conserving energy when surface plankton is scarce? Or do they continue to actively feed on deep water plankton aggregations, simply shifting their foraging strategy to exploit different food resources? The observation that basking sharks can shed and regrow their gill rakers, which are essential for feeding, initially fueled the hibernation theory, suggesting a period of non-feeding. However, recent evidence from deep diving behavior implies that some level of feeding likely continues even if at a reduced rate or on different prey. The truth may lie in a combination of these strategies adapted to varying environmental conditions. The full extent of their migratory patterns, while increasingly understood through tagging studies, still holds many secrets. While we have tracked individuals across ocean basins, the precise routes, the specific cues they use for navigation, and the full range of their global movements remain areas of active research. Do different populations follow distinct migratory pathways? How do they navigate across vast, featureless expanses of open ocean without landmarks? Scientists believe they may utilize the Earth's magnetic field, subtle temperature gradients, or even olfactory cues to guide their epic journeys, but the exact mechanisms are still being unraveled, a testament to their innate wisdom and profound connection to the ocean's subtle energies. The social structure, or lack thereof, also presents a quiet enigma. While basking sharks are generally considered solitary, temporary aggregations are sometimes observed in areas of high plankton density. Are these purely feeding aggregations, or do they serve any subtle social functions beyond simple proximity? Do individuals recognize each other? Is there any form of communication, perhaps, through subtle body language or chemical signals that occurs within these temporary gatherings? The slow, deliberate movements of these giants suggest a less complex social dynamic than that of highly interactive species. Yet the ocean holds many surprises, and the nuances of their interactions remain largely unseen. Their lifespan, while estimated to be 50 years or more, is still an approximation. How long can a basking shark truly live? The ability to accurately age such a large cartilaginous fish is challenging. Scientists often rely on growth rings in their vertebrae, but these can be difficult to interpret precisely. A more accurate understanding of their longevity would provide crucial data for population models, helping conservationists better assess their vulnerability and recovery potential. The sheer scale of their existence suggests a long, slow life, a testament to their ancient lineage, but the precise duration remains a whispered question. Even the nuances of their diet hold subtle mysteries. While plankton is unequivocally their primary food source, the exact composition of this planktonic feast can vary significantly depending on location and season. Are there specific species of copepods or krill that are particularly crucial to their diet? Do they selectively feed, or are they indiscriminate filterers of whatever passes through their immense mouth? How does the nutritional content of their food vary across their vast migratory range, and how does this impact their growth and reproductive success? These are the fine details that paint a complete picture of their ecological role, yet remain largely hidden beneath the waves. The impact of climate change and ocean acidification on basking sharks is another critical area of ongoing research and significant uncertainty. As ocean temperatures rise and ocean chemistry changes, how will this affect the timing, location, and density of the plankton blooms they rely upon? Will their migratory patterns be disrupted? Will their reproductive success be compromised? These are not just scientific questions. They are urgent concerns for the future survival of the species, as their entire existence is intrinsically linked to the health and stability of the microscopic realm. Finally, the ultimate question of their population numbers and trends remains partially veiled. While conservation efforts have led to protections in many regions, accurately assessing global population sizes and monitoring long-term trends is an immense undertaking. The elusive nature of the basking shark makes traditional survey methods challenging, requiring innovative approaches such as genetic analysis, citizen science sightings, and advanced acoustic and satellite tagging. Understanding their true numbers is paramount to ensuring their long-term survival, and ensuring that these gentle giants continue to grace our oceans for generations to come. These unseen depths, these mysteries yet unsolved, are not merely gaps in our knowledge. They are invitations to wonder, to explore, and to deepen our respect for the complexity of life beneath the waves. The basking shark, in its quiet, colossal majesty, stands as a living testament to the vastness of the ocean's secrets, a silent guardian of untold stories. As we continue to listen to the whispers from the deep, and as science slowly illuminates these hidden corners, we draw closer to understanding the full, profound narrative of this enigmatic wanderer, a gentle giant whose life unfolds in the boundless dreamy ocean, forever holding a part of its true essence in the tranquil, unseen depths, a legacy of calm in the ocean's embrace. Even with the lingering veils of mystery that still enshroud so much of its deep-water existence, the basking shark leaves an undeniable imprint upon the ocean, forging a profound legacy of calm within its boundless embrace. This colossal, gentle giant gliding through the cool, temperate currents is far more than just the second largest fish. It is a vital, ancient thread woven into the intricate fabric of marine life, a silent sentinel of ocean health and a living testament to the enduring power of passive grace. Imagine the sheer, continuous work performed by this immense creature as it tirelessly filters the ocean's waters. By consuming vast quantities of plankton, particularly the tiny copepods and krill that form dense aggregations. The basking shark plays a crucial, though often unseen, ecological role. It acts as a natural regulator of plankton populations, helping to prevent unchecked blooms that could potentially disrupt the delicate balance of the marine ecosystem. In a world where microscopic life can multiply exponentially, the presence of these filter feeders ensures a steady, rhythmic ebb and flow, preventing any single species from dominating to the detriment of others. This is a subtle yet immensely important form of ecological stewardship, carried out with an ancient, unhurried efficiency that has sustained its lineage for countless millennia. Furthermore, the basking shark contributes to the vital process of nutrient cycling within the ocean. As it consumes plankton, it effectively processes and redistributes organic matter and nutrients throughout the water column. When it dives to deeper waters, it transports surface-derived energy to the abyss. When it eventually dies, its immense body provides a colossal feast for deep-sea scavengers, returning essential nutrients to the benthic environment, the ocean floor. This biological pump, driven by the movements and life processes of creatures like the basking shark, is critical for maintaining the ocean's productivity, ensuring that the building blocks of life are continuously recycled and made available for new generations of organisms. It is a slow, majestic contribution to the very heartbeat of the ocean, a silent engine driving the ceaseless cycle of life and death beneath the waves. The basking shark also stands as a powerful symbol, a living connection to a primordial past. Its ancient lineage, stretching back millions of years, reminds us of the deep history of life on Earth, of the colossal forms that once dominated the seas, and of the enduring success of specialized adaptation. To witness a basking shark gliding through the water is to glimpse a fragment of that ancient world, a whisper from an epoch when the rhythms of nature were even more profoundly dominant. Its very presence in our modern oceans is a testament to resilience, a quiet affirmation of life's capacity to persist and thrive through immense geological change and countless environmental shifts. It carries within its immense form the wisdom of ages, a living archive of the ocean's deep memory. This creature's gentle nature, despite its formidable size, offers a profound lesson. It demonstrates that power in the natural world does not always manifest as aggression or predation. The basking shark, with its colossal mouth and its tranquil disposition, embodies a different kind of strength. The strength of passive sustenance of harmony with its environment and of an unhurried continuous existence. It is a creature of profound peace moving through its vast domain without threat or malice, existing simply to filter the waters and sustain its ancient life. This calm demeanor serves as a poignant counterpoint to humanity's often tumultuous interactions with the natural world, inviting a moment of reflection, a quiet contemplation of gentle power. However, this legacy of calm and ecological importance is not without its vulnerabilities. As we explored, the shadows of human interaction have in the past brought this species to the brink in many regions. While dedicated conservation efforts have led to protections and a greater understanding of its plight, new challenges continue to emerge. Accidental entanglement in fishing gear remains a persistent threat, a silent hazard woven into the very fabric of human maritime activity. Ship strikes, particularly for a slow-moving, surface-dwelling giant, pose another deadly risk in increasingly busy shipping lanes. These challenges underscore the ongoing need for vigilance for careful management of human activities in its critical habitats and for continued innovation in mitigation strategies. Beyond direct human impacts, the broader threats of climate change and ocean acidification cast a long, uncertain shadow over the basking shark's future. Its entire existence is inextricably linked to the health and abundance of plankton, the very foundation of the marine food web. Any significant disruption to the timing, location, or density of plankton blooms caused by warming waters or changing ocean chemistry could have catastrophic consequences for a creature so utterly dependent on this microscopic feast. The delicate balance of its environment, which has sustained it for millions of years, is now facing unprecedented pressures, demanding a collective human response to protect the very conditions that allow this ancient giant to thrive. The ongoing scientific research utilizing advanced satellite tagging, acoustic monitoring, and genetic analysis is crucial in illuminating the remaining mysteries of the basking shark's life. Each new piece of data, each tracked migration, each insight into its reproductive cycle strengthens our ability to protect it. These efforts are not just about a single species. They are about understanding the intricate web of life in our oceans and ensuring the health of the entire marine ecosystem of which the basking shark is such a magnificent and integral part. The legacy of the basking shark, therefore, is one of quiet majesty, ecological significance, and enduring vulnerability. It is a powerful reminder of the profound interconnectedness of all life, from the smallest plankton to the largest fish. As it continues its slow, majestic journey through the cool, deep currents, its presence is a soft, rhythmic whisper in the vast blue world, a living testament to the ocean's ancient power and its ceaseless, gentle embrace. Its enduring existence, a slow dance through the depths and across the surface, continues to unfold a serene presence within the boundless, dreamy ocean. And so, as we gently drift away from the vast, calm world of the basking shark, feel the quietude of its immense journey settle softly around you. Just as the sun descends below the horizon, painting the sky with hues of twilight, and the ocean currents slowly shift their ancient rhythmic pulse, our own journey through knowledge now quietly recedes. Let the images of its slow, deliberate movements, its silent passage through the deep blue wash over you like a soothing incoming tide, gently pulling you further into stillness. Allow your thoughts to become as unhurried as this colossal wanderer, releasing the day's concerns to float away into the boundless expanse, much like the plankton surrendering to the gentle current. Just as the basking shark descends into the tranquil, unseen depths for rest and renewal, finding solace in the ocean's silent embrace, so too may your mind now gently sink into profound restorative slumber. May your dreams be as vast and serene as the ocean itself, cradled by the gentle, endless currents of the deep, where the quiet giants find their peace, and the world softly sleeps. Sleep well, and see you again